So this is the only recourse really left open to people. You know, one of the most common things I hear from people that aren't sure about what's going on out there is, well, you know, is it really right to be, you know, interfering with this company's business? Well, my response is it really right to be stealing Texans' land from them and not giving them any right to say anything to the contrary? So, and it might be something else if we had some legal way of fighting this, and we do have some, like you're here today doing. But not everybody has the resources or the training or the knowledge to do that type of thing. And really, this is pretty much the only thing left for most people out in East Texas, is to actually do direct action, non-violently, to put themselves on the line and their freedom on the line to prevent this pipeline from being constructed.
Now, TransCanada, you heard us say earlier that TransCanada is a bully. It's the ultimate, most despicable bully that people have ever come across. TransCanada bullied landowners into signing agreements. They threatened them and said, if you don't sign with us, we're going to take you to court, you can fight us, and it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're going to lose, and you're going to wind up paying our legal fees. Up and down the pipeline right now, they are harassing landowners. One of our landowners had a tree sit on his property. TransCanada runs generators and lights 24/7. causing noise and light pollution to landowners. Recently, Russ Gerling, the CEO of TransCanada, called a landowner in East Texas and said, "We want to thank you for standing up against the blockade." Well, the landowner said, "Just because I don't want the blockade on my land, I don't want them on my land because you're going to sue me for having them there." She let Mr. Russ Gerling know, "We don't want your bloody pipeline, your toxic tar sands pipeline on our land. You shoved it on us, you forced it on us." An hour later, this woman got a call from Andrew Craig, the chief land agent for TransCanada for the southern segment in Texas and Oklahoma. He told her, "If you continue to make disparaging remarks about TransCanada, we're going to hit you with the slap suit." They have been suing the blockade. They've been suing landowners that stand with the blockade. This is the ultimate bully. And this railroad commission here, they're letting them get away with bullying Texans. They're letting them get away with stealing Texans' land for a foreign, private, for-profit project.
And on that note, one of the ways in which TransCanada is sort of trying to make themselves look better to the regulatory agencies and to the legislators is with this issue of eminent domain. It's not really necessarily the actual use of eminent domain legal proceedings that they are using to take people's land. It's the threat of eminent domain that they are using to take people's land. So they are able to go to these legislators and to these regulatory bodies and say, "We have settled our contracts with over 90% of the landowners without having to go into eminent domain proceedings." And that sounds really good, and it makes them look really good. But what's really going on is they are going to every single one of these landowners individually before they know anything about the project, before they know that this is even tar sands oil instead of crude oil, and saying, "Here's our deal, take it or leave it, and if you don't accept this deal, we will take you to eminent domain court. You will start with nothing, and you will have to fight for every penny, and you'll have to pay all your court costs." Most of these landowners can't afford to go through a rigorous, in-depth court process, so they get intimidated into signing these contracts that they don't even know what they're for, they haven't been explained to them fully, and they totally feel abused and taken advantage of by this company. And yet the company then goes and says, "Hey, that was a successful negotiation." Well, obviously it wasn't. Obviously these landowners feel abused and taken advantage of, and that's just wrong. And we shouldn't be allowing private, foreign corporations to basically steal Texans' land from them. That's obviously wrong to everybody.
And we're here today to support an American hero, landowner Mike Bishop. Mike Bishop is an American hero.
Mike
Bishop is an American hero. Mike Bishop is an American hero. Woo.
I'd like to add something to what he said. First of all, I'm not a hero. I'm just a man that will not lay down and let people walk over him when I have certain rights guaranteed me by my state. But what bothers me more than anything in this world is that contacting my elected officials, my state representatives, my state senators, the Railroad Commission. I've emailed Barry Smitherman. I've actually called him, contacted him, faxed him, emailed him, no response. And what bothers me more than anything is that from Nacogdoches County all the way up to the Red River, the county commissioners' courts will not hear tax-paying landowners, but they have given TransCanada hours and hours and hours of public hearings. They've allowed them to come and put their case before the people. I'm not even allowed 5 minutes on my county agenda in Nacogdoches County, and I am bringing a suit against the county judge and the commissioners because I'm fed up, and I'm not, by God, going to take it anymore. It's the way it's ridiculous to live in a state that will not even give you a voice, and you're the one paying the taxes on the land, and you're paying this salary up here, and he won't return a phone call. That's unconscionable.
Let's do a march.
It's unconscionable.
Well, real quick, does anybody have any questions for Mr. Bishop or about anything else?
We're going to do a quick march around for some videos, and then Mike Bishop is available for interviews.
I'm going to not march.
Okay.
Either way.
Smitherman!
Smitherman!
Tar sands is the truth!
Smitherman!
I'm upset. You know what? You give me